What up? It's your boy Wall Street, and I'm back. Thank you very much for tuning in, clicking on the video. I appreciate it. And today I want to talk about the NBA's most underrated rebounder, because not a lot of people are giving this dude praise, and I think he deserves it, right? And let's talk about, there's a couple, right? But I think the one guy that I'm going to mention is the most underrated rebounder in the league. Okay, so, as I do a little due diligence here and there, you know what I'm saying? And I dove into some stats, right? I dove into the NBA's leaders for this past season for rebounding on a per 36 minutes basis. Sorry, tongue twister. But the leader is Steven Adams, right? And very solid rebounder. Can't say anything but positive things about Steven Adams. But the guy that I think is the most underrated actually came in 12th for rebounds per 36 minutes. And that number per 36 minutes is 12.7 rebounds, which is a lot, okay? The guy that I'm talking about is Musa Diabate. He's a 23-year-old center on the Charlotte Hornets. Played 71 games this past season, and he could be a guy that leads the league in rebounds going forward. I truly do believe that, because he hasn't got too much of an opportunity yet, but when he has, he rebounds like crazy. Just an absolute beast on the boards. I mean, he had an even better rebounding season on a per 36 basis last year when he played 11 games for the Clippers. He was getting 13.5 rebounds per 36 minutes. So it's just the second that this dude clocks into the game, he's going after every single loose ball, every single rebound. He's a 6'11" center, 210 pounds. He's pretty bouncy. He can jump out the gym a little bit. He's not the best offensive player, but he's a guy that can get easy putbacks. He shoots a pretty high field goal percentage, shot nearly 60% from the field over 71 games they played this past season for Charlotte. And I just think, if the Hornets really keep this dude around, it's going to be scary what he can do in terms of rebounding, right? They obviously got rid of Mark Williams. They have him under contract now, Diabate that is. They have him under contract now for this coming season as well as the season after. I don't believe it's a guaranteed deal, but I think this is a guy that every NBA team could use, right? And I think there's been less of an emphasis on players rebounding nowadays, right? Just because the league has changed a little bit, where they don't value these rugged in the paint big men that are getting a ton of boards all the time. They value guys that can stretch the floor and do things of that nature. And Musa Diabate is not a guy that can really stretch the floor. He's not a scorer. He's not a shooter. He is purely a rebounder, but he rebounds with such energy. It's just amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So he's had several, pretty good rebounding games in his career thus far. He's had several, with double-digit rebounds, obviously, but he had, a game this past season against Detroit, 16 rebounds, had another game earlier in November with 15, and he's not playing crazy amounts of minutes all that much, you know what I mean? He had one game where he had 9 rebounds, only played 16 minutes. That's pretty impressive. That's basically a rebound every 2 minutes, if not a little bit more. So I encourage you, if you guys are, rebounding fanatics like me, I just love seeing dudes get a lot of rebounds. It's my favorite stat to see fill up. If I look at a box score and I see a dude has 15 boards and 2 points, I'm that guy is my new favorite player. Dennis Rodman to me is one of the coolest players in NBA history, just because of how he did what he did and why he was so just the way that he was so proud about getting so many boards and locking dudes up on defense. It's just awesome, because that to me is something that it certainly takes talent, but everyone can do that, right? You just have to give a lot of effort. You have to want it more than the next guy. Shooting and, ball handling and passing, those are skills that take a little bit, more time and dedication to really hone in and craft. And not that rebounding doesn't, but you can get a couple of rebounds, a couple of steals, a couple of deflections by just playing harder than the guy you're up against. It's that simple. So another underrated rebounder that I think deserves an honorable mention is Jaylen Smith on the Chicago Bulls. Because this dude is also he actually ranks higher than Musa Diabate. He's actually 10th in rebounding per 36, where he is getting 13.4 rebounds a night on a per 36 basis. He's only 24 years old, doesn't start a lot of games, only played 962 minutes total this season, so doesn't get a ton of playing time. But he's a guy that if you give him, enough run, he's probably going to get you 10 plus boards and probably 10 plus points too. He's definitely more of an offensive threat than Musa Diabate. Jaylen Smith is a guy that can shoot the three a little bit. He was a little bit more, touted coming out of college. He was the 10th overall pick in the 2020 NBA draft. And, both these guys, they can do a lot. They can do a lot, and I think they just need their opportunity to shine and show what they can do. But Musa Diabate, in my opinion, on the Charlotte Hornets, is the most underrated rebounder in the league. He's a guy that could put up Reggie Evans type of numbers, Kevin Love type of rebounding numbers. Like, I truly do believe that, especially if he puts on a little more weight. He's only like 210 right now. If he got up to like 240, unstoppable. Like, he will be getting 20 plus boards, multiple times a season. So let me know what you guys think. If there's another rebounder that I did not name that you think deserves to be in this conversation of the league's most underrated rebounder, please put their name in the comments down below. I want to know what you guys think, man. I want to know if you agree, disagree with what I'm saying. And that's pretty much all I got. I'm going to catch you guys later, man. Stay up, stay blessed, stay safe, stay humble, handle business, stand on business. Peace out.